Instagram's the one that, like, when it says we're live, that's like the last one to
Fucking
pick on.
Instagram.
Dude, it's a pain in the ass. But don't turn us off, Instagram.
Just go to YouTube if you're watching on Instagram.
Yeah, just go to YouTube. YouTube's the way to go.
And hello.
Oh my goodness, we're live. Hello, welcome back to Two Beerded Guys. I am Books and Brews _ Ops Guy. This is
Mudhog B&Q.
And behind me today is our guest. We have our guest,
Cory Mahon. How are you?
Hi, Cory.
Hey, Cory. We're excited to have him on. If you watched last week, today was supposed to be our seltzer episode. We're really heartbroken that we had to cancel that because our guests couldn't come.
Yeah, I was looking forward to some seltzer.
Said nobody ever. Instead, we replaced it with 6 what looks to be extremely tasty beers.
Oh, I'm super excited for tonight.
Wonder Woman Accessories, what's up? My brother Brett is now on. What's
up?
Both of you joined on Instagram. Don't forget, guys, the best way to watch is on YouTube or Twitch. So instead of like me not being on the screen, like I'm not on Instagram right now, you would be able to see me.
But you get to see me on any of them, so you're good.
Yeah, you get to see the pretty one.
Yeah.
What's up, Tessa? But yeah, so
other quick programming note.
Yeah.
Off-screen Matt is not with us tonight, so we're kind of running the technical side of this while being on camera.
It's not going to go well.
We'll see what happens.
You're with us.
We have 6 beers on tap for now.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I planned to stick to it, but I planned last week. We ended up with 9, so
I'm not mad about it. We have some whiskey and
yeah, and I'm already drinking, so you know it's fine.
It happens.
I decided to go ahead
with I've been drinking since breakfast.
Everything going on to rep the Beer at Books and Brews Makes Me Smarter shirt. It's the first time repping a Books and Brews shirt on screen. So
got my Star Wars celebration, which is actually the 20th anniversary of the Phantom Menace from Chicago last year.
Darth Maul's the shit.
Oh yeah.
I have a nice Under Armour long sleeve hooded shirt on.
He looks like Shadow.
Yeah,
Shadow.
I'm a little worried now. I don't know if I like having him behind me. But anyway,
that's fair.
So our first beer of the night is going to be John.
Oh,
actually took French in high school. I got it. Le Tout Le Monde. Or sorry, A Tout Le Monde.
Thank you.
Monde. I don't know.
All right.
Because
she's like, I got this.
Nice job. Thanks, Cory. 4.5% ABV. It is the Megadeth by Unibrow.
Coming to maybe.
No, it's not.
Maybe July 3rd.
It's an ale brewed with spices. That's real descriptive there.
Yeah, we'll try it.
I'm pretty sure the world's ending on April 6th, so it doesn't matter anything after that.
That works for me. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll taste this. Cory, what's new in your life, brother?
Well, I earned my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu last week. That was pretty cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
So, I've been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for about 11 years, but I've been doing martial arts for 25, so It's been a minute.
11 years in BJJ.
Yeah.
In BJ's?
BJ's.
11 years in BJ's.
Actually, for BJ's, it's been more like 15, I guess.
Okay.
Nope. 18.
All right.
Got it.
Hold on.
Are you 30?
18 years since my first BJ.
Yeah!
Oh, it's going to be one of those shows today.
Yes.
Oh, this should be entertaining. Anyway, this stinks. The screen we have up doesn't show me who's on. It says we have a YouTube person, but I'm not getting them over here.
The screen on the left is like people who are interacting.
All right, but I'll say the YouTube icon.
Oh,
It says we have one watching there, but
it doesn't show. Okay.
well, person who's on YouTube, hi.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. All right, so a tout le monde. A tout le monde. Fucking French.
Smells good, actually.
Oh, it's my brother. Oh, if he comments, it'll pop up. It just won't tell you when they join. Got it. Okay. Light.
Yeah.
A little crisp.
Yeah. Not too spicy.
No?
I don't get a lot of spices. Not hoppy.
It's honestly kind of bland. This is usually my kind of beer, and I'm not super impressed.
That's fair. There's not a lot that stands out on
I mean,
it.
it's a Belgian-style Saison. I finally found more
Oh,
information.
Saison.
I finally found more information.
Okay.
They have it all over this damn label. In random
Have to
spots.
piece it
Random.
together.
Hey, look at this. It's like literally like, no, here, we'll put some here, maybe some here.
You gotta work for it.
Gotta work to know what I'm drinking. I'm still sober. That's bullshit. Uh,
Right. I'm not a big Saison fan. I don't hate this though.
this is a lawnmower beer right here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is a lawnmower beer.
Yeah.
We were talking about that a couple weeks ago. This is a lawnmower beer.
I do like this one.
Overall soft mouthfeel.
Okay.
Little crisp. Not a ton of flavor. That's why I say it's a lawnmower beer. It's definitely one you're going to be able to absolutely put down. I could put down 3 or 4 of those and not even realize.
There's a subtle sweetness to it.
I mean, it's that
It's not
Belgian.
super
It's a
sweet.
Belgian Saison,
Yeah.
so there's just that little bit.
Little bit.
Belgian yeast always has that. Just gotta give you a little bit. Beerly making it. What is up?
Hello and welcome.
I love his logo.
That is pretty cool. I wish we had a logo.
Grace. I'm seeing her tomorrow, so and she's off work for the next 2 weeks, so I'm gonna make her get on it.
There's time.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Corona's doing us a favor. High five.
Wait, she's off work from Books and Brews or off work from
Tattooing.
Tattooing.
Ooh.
They got shut down along with barber shops and salons.
Ooh.
I wanted my nails done.
Maybe.
What up, Liz?
I've never had my nails done. I want my nails-
That's not true. I've seen you get your nails done.
Well, you've seen them painted. You've seen my nails painted.
I saw you get your nails did.
I went the whole thing. You know,
Oh.
the whole filing.
Oh.
Savage is watching from upstairs and calling us nerds. She's watching us from upstairs calling us nerds.
Nerd.
Oh, I hit that.
Anyway, John, you want to rate it first?
I'm gonna go as the girls laugh at that. Amazing. I'm gonna go 3. I think it's a good, solid average. I enjoy it.
Beers, beards, and barbecue. What is up?
Oh, that is my type of account right there.
My brother says his wife is selling those stick-on nails now. If you're interested.
No. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
That's pretty fantastic. What about you, Cory? You're up.
I mean, I would rather drink a Blue Moon than this. I think it's subpar. I'm gonna say a 2.
Okay.
Ooh, man, Unibrow got fucked. I'm gonna say a 2.75.
Okay.
Just to make John actually have to work on his calculator.
That's a 2.5.
2.5.
2.5 average.
That is the official Two Beerded Guys score.
Which you can always go to Untapped, befriend us, and see.
Yeah, because we have like 5 people follow us, and 2 of them are me and John. So follow us on Untapped. Now Instagram we have more. YouTube we're up over 35 now.
Nice.
Twitch we're at like 5.
What is Untapped?
It is the app that you rank your beers on. So like if you have a beer, you hit check in, put in the score. It's like this is the Two Beerded Guys one here.
You're going to put in flavor notes and take
Yeah.
pictures.
We had this one. We put like 325
You
was
guys
our
are
score.
fucking nerds.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong.
It's fine. We like it. What is our next beer?
Right?
I'm having trouble
Any
focusing
comments
today.
there? Or?
No, none so far.
All right. What's everybody drinking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Since we can't like go out and like join people, ooh, there is something that popped in. Nada cheers, guys. Okay, what's up, Barely making it? I don't know what nada.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. What's
But
up?
Why?
Nothing.
Oh, we said what's up. That makes sense.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a while. I forgot we said what's up.
It's gonna be a good show.
I'm having trouble staying focused today. This whole Corona thing's got me.
Off screen, Matt. We need you.
We do need off-screen Matt.
He's a big part of this.
All right, so the next one is
So I'm excited for this.
The Stump Jumper. It is an 8.3% ABV beer.
We're starting.
It is a hazy double IPA brewed with an insanely large amount of American hops to bring out aromas of citrus and fruit, peach and apricot with very low bitterness. It's the perfect ending to your next trail ride. So if it is that good, we're going to have to tell Shay about it.
Yeah.
This is from Evergreen Brew?
I knew I forgot something.
Yeah.
Proudly brewed in Camp Hill, Central Pennsylvania by Evergreen Brewing Company.
Evergreen Brewing Company, yep.
I was on top of it. I was just giving the state.
I tagged them earlier. They liked it.
We've gotten a lot more.
Hazy.
It looks thick.
Oh, I read hazy.
Yes, but not always is it hazy.
Still, my favorite's still the beer that was definitely not what it said it was.
Oh, dude. I even forgot what that was. And that was a good... Like, it wasn't a bad beer, but I killed it for that.
It was supposed to be an American Pilsner.
Oh, yeah.
And it was straight up like a hoppy wheat.
Yeah.
It was... Nope, wrong one. There we go.
Oh.
Holy shit, that is really hazy.
Yeah, so number one, it's hazy.
I'm probably gonna have to chew this.
Marquitos Messier, if you're watching us, thanks for following us on Untapped.
Thank you. That's amazing.
We got someone.
Hey, remember that time when you were just like, man, I wish if I need to hire somebody.
Dude, all the fucking time. Seriously, Books and Brews, one thing about that place, if I'm ever needing to hire someone or we're just talking about, hey, soon we need to probably bring in another bartender or a kitchen person, whatever. You know, like for instance, I hired a kitchen kid one time and I literally, right before he walked in the fucking building, I go, you know, John, I just need someone that's like some 19, 20-year-old kid who can only work kitchen, has pretty much open availability, needs the money. 20 minutes later, a 19-year-old kid walks in and goes, Chili's just laid us all off because it's closing. I'm looking for a new kitchen job. I'm pretty much wide open. How do I apply? I go, sit down and talk to me right now. And it's happened like 3 or 4 times. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Brandon?
So we need right now about 800 YouTube subscribers.
600 Twitch, 2,000 Instagram.
Yeah.
And like 7 Twitter. I mean, I think we have 3. So
yeah.
Then again, we don't really post on Twitter. So
challenge tonight: smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
And subscribe.
and subscribe. And turn on notifications.
Yes.
I've been watching YouTube videos with my nieces. That's what they all say. Subscribe and turn on. Oh, Barely Making It is the guy that just followed us.
Nice.
Thank
you.
All right, so let's try this beer. Yeah. And then I'm doing story time. I got to tell the grandma story.
Oh.
I really like this.
Stump Jumper. Evergreen Brew.
I'd jump that stump.
That is straight up John can art horror.
Yep.
Like he bought this beer because of the art.
You're not wrong. And I like that label.
I fucking love it. You can always tell the beers John buys specifically because of the logo.
There's a beer by its cover, right?
100% every time. I'm a label whore. That's interesting.
It's the lawnmower beer of IPAs.
Yeah, this is probably the.
But it's like 8%.
It's minimal. There's nothing that stands out flavor wise.
Oh, I thought it had a nice sweet, fruity flavor.
It does, but there's nothing that really like.
Is the fruity flavor?
It's not as fruity as like some
orange,
hazies.
mango, pineapple.
It is
Maybe a bit mango.
It's supposed to be peach and apricot.
Peach and apricot.
I was gonna say peach.
There's a I think I get a little of the apricot.
Peachy.
Ooh, you can actually see the color of where the light's hitting it right now.
Nice.
It's good. It's just it's definitely an introduction to IPAs. Except I'm gonna dock it a little bit because there is no hop to it really at all.
But it said and once again,
but
it's a hazy IPA.
I know, but it's still hazies are still supposed to have something there because the whole point of it is basically to be an introduction to IPAs.
Right.
And if there's nothing there, you might as well just make a wheat.
All right.
That makes a lot of sense to me because that's my kind of beer, and I
mean,
you
really like this beer.
Yeah. At least that's me. I do have a rant I want to do today.
I hate the fact that you always take the mouthfeel thing now because it
You
is a nice soft mouthfeel.
I haven't said it this time.
There you go. It's got because it's not bitter at all. No hot bitterness in it. Get flavor and aroma. I really enjoy it. It's not my 100% favorite, but I've had way worse hazy IPAs.
We've had way worse on this show.
Yeah. It's a good beer.
I'll start out
Cory.
with a 4.25.
Woo!
Yeah. I'm going to get
That's
some
a
of
good
that.
one. I'm going 3.5. You're going to bring it down. That's fine.
No, I've been bouncing back and forth between 2.75 and 3.
Wow.
So we'll go 3 even.
Okay.
I'd say it's perfectly average, hazy.
That's a 3.5 average.
That's way too damn high.
I'm basing this purely on what I like and not what it's supposed to taste like.
No, that's-
so y'all can fuck
So,
right
so
off.
the question,
Hey, you didn't give it a 5, so I'm fucking fine, alright?
right?
We had never had a 5 on the show till the last episode. Tessa fucking came out the fucking park on one and was like, 5, motherfuckers! John and I both just went.
Damn it. That 4.25, you're gonna go look for it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
Which,
Yeah.
that's the whole reason we do the scale the way we do.
I want a backpack of that stuff.
It makes it very obvious what kind of beer you like and everything else. Alright, so I got 2 things today. We're going to do the rant first. My rant, one thing about this quarantine is I've been filling a lot more growlers than I typically do. Because, for one, I don't work behind the bar that often typically anymore. That's not my role. Well, right now, that's if I'm going to work, it's going to be behind the bar. So, I've had to fill a lot of fucking growlers.
Hate them.
First off, wash your fucking growlers. It's not hard. Actually, it's the easiest thing you'll pretty much ever wash. It's easier than washing your balls. Literally.
Let me ask you this: when you're done with your growler, do you put the lid on and just keep it on the?
Let me finish ranting.
Is that what you do?
Let me finish fucking ranting.
All right.
All you have to do when you're done, you drink all the beer. You take hot water, put about a third in, shake it up, dump it, do it 2 more times, and then leave the lid off. I swear to God, the next person that comes in and I pop the lid and it goes, tss, I'm gonna stab. And especially if you have the fancy growlers I can't give you a new lid. Like, I can't put a new lid on this thing because it's one of those fancy ones with an attached fucking lid. If you leave that, I took 10 minutes today cleaning 2 growlers that were covered in mold around the lid. And finally, one of them, I looked at the guy and went, I'm not filling this. I tried. Handed it back to him. Filled the other one. I got the other one decently cleaned. I'm like, all you gotta do is literally rinse and leave the lid off.
Do you leave the lid off until it's dry or until
No,
you get it filled?
permanently. Leave it off.
So I have a thing to do when I get home.
That's why if you have glass growlers, we're going to replace that lid no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just toss the lid. That way you're not even tempted to put it back on.
Always keep the lids, especially
If you
grace
want to
grows on
keep,
it.
if you want to keep like dust off of it, and like out of the bottle, and you're going to wait a while, then you can keep it, but don't screw it on. Let it dry fully, and then just set the temporary lid back on top.
Okay.
Keeps dust out. Don't. What's up, Hecubus? How you doing, Russell? One of my best friends from college is in, and he says, I've missed these kinds of rants.
Right? We haven't had a good rant on here. This is good.
This is, I've been,
For
I
this
was already
episode-
planning on like talking about the growler thing to begin with. I told John I wanted to talk about how to clean your growler, be a little more knowledgeable.
What grinds your gears?
That's what grinds my motherfucking gears. Oh, and by the way, if you don't want to hear the word fuck, you were watching the wrong show.
I'm going to challenge you. It doesn't take me 3 rinses to get my balls clean.
I said this is easier than washing your balls.
And I'm saying it doesn't take
No,
me
because you
3
have to use
rinses.
soap for your balls, or at least you should.
But it's still only right. It's still only...
All right, so it's as easy as washing your balls.
I think it's a little harder.
One less item. I don't need soap for the growler. All right. Anyway, it's time to move on to beer, isn't it?
It's gonna be a good night. How's everyone sheltering?
Yeah. How's
Everyone's
sheltering in
bunkering
place?
down. We're not,
Wow, we're actually.
but we basically all kind of live together. Not really, but kind of anyway. So
Yeah, I'm here.
Heterosexual life mates.
yeah,
Amen. I'm here a couple times a week, anyways. So.
yeah.
Ooh, which by the way, even though I'm on camera, I'm still gonna say this. You need to draw me up a lease.
Okay.
And make me a copy. That way, if I'm heading south for any reason, once we get fully shut down, I can say I'm going home.
Okay.
And then my license tells me I'm going home if I'm going north.
Do what I can.
Cory's looking around like,
Right?
It's not a bad
I
idea.
have firefighter plates. I can go where the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You suck.
We're gonna definitely have them choose firefighter tonight, right?
Oh, absolutely. I got the calendar right over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already prepared. We're good.
Yeah. Your co-workers.
All right. So, is it time for another beer?
What if they're all there?
Yep.
All right.
If they're all there,
This
if
one
they're all
here.
still working there.
This is by Parish Brewing
all
Company.
of the noble little firefighters are on my calendar, so we're
It is called the Drive-Through Orange Octane. There we go.
Ooh, I'm excited for this one.
I love it. Because it reminds me of like a Sonic Slushie.
Yeah.
It is and I think that's kind of what they're going with. It is a blood orange tangerine lime Berliner style ale. Supposedly 8% ABV, which is high for a Berliner.
It's not 450.
No, it's out of Louisiana by Parish Brewing Company. So I'm very excited about this. It's actually really fresh, which always worries me with these type of fruited Berliners, depending on when you get them. But it was
Why is that?
John.
Oftentimes, they have fruit in it still, and if you don't keep it as cold as possible, it can continue to ferment and explode.
It was canned on February 28th.
So if you catch it at that right point before it explodes, but where it's fermented for a while, you can
No,
get a stronger beer.
it fucks with the flavor.
That's what
real bad.
450 thought.
Oh.
It fucks with the flavor real bad.
It does. Yeah, it gives it off flavors, and we've had a few beers explode on us on show.
On the show?
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Take a
That's
sip of that.
exciting. I'm ready. Put me in.
Oh, look at that color.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to hold this up.
Remember that?
Looks thick, too.
What was that? That Tang beer that was not Tang?
Yeah, the Tang beer that definitely wasn't Tang, and it kind of pissed us off that it wasn't Tang.
This almost looks like that's what it should be.
Yeah, I agree. I love 16-ounce cans.
Right.
I will say this, the beer goes further without off-screen Matt.
Right. And he's not even watching. Oh, he doesn't have Well, yeah.
He has YouTube.
He has YouTube.
Who the fuck does have YouTube?
Ooh,
Off-screen
text him.
Matt, we're about to have words.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm texting him right now.
Oops.
Bro. All right, so
I'm making messes over here.
why aren't you watching on YouTube?
No, John and I don't use our phones while on the show.
No?
All right, so again, this is the by Parish Brewing Company, the Drive-Through Orange Octane. As you can see, it is a fucking Tang orange color.
Oh, yeah.
I am excited.
Berliner Weiss, so it should be a little bit sour.
Should have a little tartness. I'm not expecting it to be over the top.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that smell that I feel like it would be. Ooh, John's not a fan.
Actually, I am.
Ooh, a little more tart than I expected. I like
Yeah.
that.
It tastes like somebody fermented Tang.
Well, yeah. Squirt a little bit of lime in there.
Ooh, Russell, if you're still watching, which I assume you are, it's not time for your show yet, and well, it's you. This will probably be a beer we give you for the show.
Yeah. It's really good.
And I'll actually give you some like true tasting notes instead of the untapped notes on this one, because this one's fun.
Yeah. Who wants to go first on this one?
Have I gone first yet?
I don't think so.
Although Cory kind of stole my thunder a little bit, it is a little bit like fermented Tang. The only difference is you can get a few more of the individual fruits.
Yeah.
So instead of just the Tang flavor, there is a little bit here and there. None of them necessarily stand out more than the other, except maybe the orange. I am getting slightly more orange. But overall, it's a nice balance on the fruits.
Yeah.
But with each one kind of still having its moment. More tart than I expected by the smell. A lot of times with Berliner Weisses, you can kind of get an idea when you take a good whiff. Now, my seasonal allergies right now are killing my nose, so
I'm with you, though.
I'm struggle busting it on the nose right
smell
now.
is very subtle.
But the flavor, you get a lot more of that tart than I expected without it destroying the flavor. You're not getting your palate fucked and losing the flavor. I'm a big fan. This is this is nice. It's a nice.
Like it.
It's a effervescent mouthfeel. Got a little bubbly.
Oh, nice.
A little bubbly.
Like That's good. $5 words and mouthfeel.
So, we have a comment.
Okay.
You guys have nothing but time tonight, so could we have another OT edition?
Oh, wow.
I do have to go to work in the morning.
He's got to go save lives.
I gotta go sit around this fire station and hopefully not do anything.
Oh, you definitely. I'm going to, in a little bit, I want to hear the Long John Silver story again.
Oh, shit.
Seawick. What up,
That's his
Seawick
proudest
3?
moment.
Yeah.
My turn. Delicious. Definitely get, like you said, the orange is the stronger flavor. I do taste some of that lime in there though, and I actually it's subtle, but I get a little bit of that yogurt sour. It's there, not
Barely.
strong, but it's there just enough to know that hey, yeah, it's a Berliner Weiss.
I'm definitely getting a little bit of the lime.
Yeah. I enjoy it
Hey,
quite a bit.
Chadwick's on.
I'm debating in my mind my score right now, so I'm not quite ready for my score, but it's good.
Odds are this will be my highest rated Berliner we've had on the show.
Probably.
Finally, somebody knocks off that 451 we had, which was a good one. But
yeah,
I have a really bad sweet tooth, and this has hit me in all the right places. It's got a little bit of sour on it too. I'm gonna give it another 4.25.
All right.
I'd argue, but that's a pretty good score.
It's not far off. I'm debating between 3.75 and 4.
You want me to go?
Sure.
I'm gonna go 4.25.
Okay. I honestly think, like, in general, I'm not going to search out a Berliner Weiss.
This one I would.
But if someone says, I really want a Berliner Weiss, or if I decide I want one of these slushy Berliner Weisses,
this isn't a slushy though. Don't insult it.
I would.
This isn't floating fruit.
Right.
Oh my god, can you imagine putting a little orange sherbet in this? Holy fuck.
Yeah. So I'm going to go 4. 4.
So 4.25 is the
4.25.
score.
I want a beer float.
And definitely making it
Can we
the
start doing
highest Berliner Weiss we've ever done.
Have a slushy machine in the back there, too?
Just pour beer into whatever we
Dude,
like.
I would love to have one of those like frozen wine machines behind us, except we would absolutely use stuff like this.
Yeah. We need a donation.
John read my mind.
Yeah. Send us a slushy machine.
All right, so my next thing I'm gonna talk about today is a little bit of story time. So I don't talk to my grandmother very often.
Tyler likes to talk, but that's okay. We don't have Matt. And story time with grandma's fun.
Yeah, I asked if I could do
Rumor
story
on the
time
street
with
is that
grandma.
Yam Yam is a whore, but she still has all of her teeth, so calm down.
Love you,
Chadwick,
Jam.
it was the Parish Brewing Company's drive-through orange octane.
From Louisiana. I got it in my latest
Tavor, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so grandma story time real quick. I'll make it kind of
I'll
fast.
do the glass rinsing.
Yes, please.
I'll be dish bitch.
So
Okay.
anyway,
Okay.
I call my grandmother, and I don't call her very often. She's not exactly a pleasant person to talk to. And if my brother's still watching, he'll understand.
Can you confirm for us, please?
Yeah, so she's not a pleasant person to talk to. And so I call her, and, you know, for those of you that watch...
No.
Not that one, the bathroom one right to your right.
Got it.
For those of you watching and watch regular, you can tell I'm a bigger dude. John's a bigger dude. No
It
big
happens.
deal. So I call Grandma, and I'm like, hey, you know, Grandma, just wanted to say, I call her, she goes, oh, hey, Tyler. And I go, hey, Nana, like, just want to check on you. I know you're on lockdown. Nobody can come visit right now because the nursing homes, they don't want what happened in Washington to happen here. And she goes, oh, what have you been up to? And I go, oh, we're still working a lot, and I'm the only one kind of working right now besides Jake, so it's keeping me real busy. She goes, good. I hope it works the fat off. And I don't say a word, and I'm like, okay. She goes, I mean, even your dad, his biggest was never that big. Okay, Grandma, and I'm trying to move on. Well, then she goes a little bit racist about a nurse, and so I'm like, whoo, it's finally off of me. Woo! And then, oh, don't worry, we came back. So have you got a girlfriend yet? No, I'm not really, not right now, you know, whatever it is.
Real nice girl I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, I don't even get to that point. She goes,
okay.
that's probably for the best since the last one left you that you were going to marry. I was on the phone all of 6 minutes with this woman. And my self-esteem, which anybody that knows me knows it's basically up here. I walk in like my dick's been in the room for 10 minutes when we all know that's not the truth. But she straight up, I went from here to like here in 7 fucking minutes.
Grandma wasted no time.
Grandma fucking just destroyed me. And I was like, all right, Grandma, I'm at work. I gotta get back to work. I was not. I was watching Netflix on Sunday, and I'm just like, Cameron, she is savage as fuck. But I'm like, I gotta go. I get off the phone and call my other brother, the one who talks to her more often. He just started laughing. He goes, ha, 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 your turn. I was like, fuck you. But yeah, that was my grandma's story. That was nothing like being insulted for 7 minutes. Well, my bad, 6 minutes, because we did have the 1 minute racist rant. Gotta love 97-year-olds.
Yeah, I would call my grandma, but she dead. She dead.
Oh my god,
It's been a while, though.
I can't say what just went through my head.
I got an app for that. Give me just a second.
I can't say what just went through my head.
Sure you will. I know what you're thinking.
I started to say lucky bastard. That's awful. I'm sorry. I do love my grandma, but she's, awful.
97 years old, and yeah.
My brother, all right, so here on par with my story, my brother called our other brother recently, the one that actually still sort of involved with my grandmother, because I told our other brother that I need to call her to see where I need to fix things in my life.
She'll tell you.
That's accurate. If anybody ever needs to know, we'll just introduce you to Grandma.
Cory, is it whiskey time?
She'll tell you all about it.
I did one already, but I'll do another.
Okay.
Yeah, he did one.
It's never not whiskey time.
During the rant earlier,
Oh.
Growler rant, he did one.
I have the Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
I am drinking the one-of-a-kind Evan Williams.
I am actually drinking a freshly canned this morning, Flat 12 / Rad Brewing Company, Cucumber Kolsch.
Oh, how is it?
It's actually a really good batch.
Really?
Chris did well.
Good for Chris.
Wow.
And I'm
That's
not saying
something
that
you
because
hear
I'm on
very often.
camera.
No.
Jeremy. And I'm not saying that because I'm on camera.
No,
but it's actually pretty good. I don't like Kolsch's, and I drink this.
Okay. Is it taste like a pickle? Or just more of a fresh cucumber?
Fresh cucumber. Oh, dude, if it was
I smell it.
Dude, if it was a pickle, that shit would be gone already.
You like pickles?
Well, that pickle beer should be coming soon, right?
No!
They did not release it?
So the first dude ended up bailing on me. The guy I was going to trade 450s for.
Okay.
And the second dude wants me to pay way too much fucking money. He wants the cost of the beer plus the cost of shipping plus like 20 extra bucks for every like 3 6-packs.
So if you live in Texas,
Anywhere near Martin House Brewing.
we want some pickle beer.
I want the fucking sour pickle beer. It was
And the hot pickle beer.
Well, I really want to try the spicy, but I'm not getting greedy at this point. Just more pickle beer.
Do you think they're doing carry out during coronavirus?
Yeah, they are actually. I follow them on Instagram.
I'm not doing anything. I could fly down. I'm sure tickets are cheap.
I bought $500 tickets to Ireland for September.
That's amazing.
John's
Round trip.
Really good.
Have you heard what Jake bought for Colorado for his trip to Colorado in either May or June? I forget what it is.
No.
$69 round trip tickets.
Oh, shit. I might actually do this. I might buy a ticket, fly down to Texas, just to get some pickle beer.
I might pay part of that ticket just to get
We'll
you
see.
there.
All right.
Oh, that beer.
I'm gonna go fly to Texas during the quarantine.
To get beer.
I'm supporting the airlines, so they don't use
And
the
local
federal
brewery.
law.
And a local
And
brewery.
a local brewery.
John, he's a hero.
Goddamn
he's a
American
hero.
I beat your hero story, 100%.
Dang!
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll let them decide. You want to tell your hero story?
Sure.
Let's pour and sip while he talks.
Okay.
So it's a longer story, so I'll go ahead
Oh
and start
shit!
talking.
I forgot how full they make these.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Every time.
Devil beer.
It's mine. Yeah.
So, I'm a firefighter. We got called to a Long John Silver's. It's been, I don't know, probably a year ago. Right around a
Maybe
year
6
ago.
months, yeah.
So, yeah, somewhere between 6 months and a year ago. for somebody being locked in the bathroom, which, you know, you get that dispatch and it's kind of weird. You're not really sure what to make of it. And we get there,
I forgot about
and this
story.
deaf, like 4-year-old is locked in the bathroom, and his mother is deaf, and they have somebody else with them who can talk. And like the mother was able to communicate with us pretty well. She could read lips, but we were really struggling communicating with the kids, and all of our tools, weren't working for various reasons. We couldn't spread the door jamb because it was plywood and wood frames, so it was going to cause a lot of damage. Our K tool wasn't working, but they had a drop ceiling.
You couldn't. He's 4 years old, so you can't slide in a note underneath because the kid can't read.
Right. Yeah. So they had a drop ceiling in the bathroom, so I go into the women's bathroom and go up through the ceiling and climb down the other side. This deaf kid had no idea I was coming down. And so I'm like Spider-Maning down from the ceiling, and he sees me. It's a good thing he'd already gone to the bathroom, because I'm sure he would have shit himself. He like falls backwards. And we get the door open, and happy reunion. Kids crying. Mom's so happy, so pleased with us. But like the most ridiculous part of this story is that as we're walking out, 5 people who actually go to Long John Silver's were clapping for us as we were walking out.
Was it standing ovation? They stand up.
I don't remember.
And was it a?
It was a good clap.
Little slow clap.
Oh my gosh. Yep, just another day in the life of a goddamn American hero.
So evidently,
I will drink to that, brother.
So evidently, my middle niece has a slushy machine. She said she would sell us for $130, barely used. It's not a good slushy machine. No. If it was like a professional slushy machine, I'd been like, "Here's my money."
We'll test it out for free.
All right, we are drinking.
American
We are drinking the Sympathy for the Devil barrel-aged Belgian-style black ale out of the one, the only Indiana-born and bred Sun King Brewery.
666, baby.
It is part of their King's Reserve series. This is why we have the Corona. They tempted fate with 666.
That's not really Corona.
Fucking bullshit. God damn it, Sun King.
I'll take it. It's good shit.
This one was bottled in 2019, so this past year. It is out of Indianapolis, Indiana. It is one of our hometown breweries.
Naptown.
They do some really good King's Reserve stuff. Some of their barrel aging is just on point.
That new Sun King spot over in the Fisher's District, that is gonna be my new place. That's awesome.
We still have not.
Fuck off, Cory.
Does Books and Brews have a rooftop patio with a bar? Let's get on that.
Jake and I have been wanting to put a ladder up to the roof for Dana, him, and I to chill. when we're off work.
And Dana's good people.
Dana's one of my favorite peoples.
She stiffed us though. She's supposed to be on
tonight.
No.
Oh,
a couple weeks ago.
A few weeks ago.
Dang. Did she at least have a good excuse?
Kids.
Nope. I love my free time and disposable income way too much.
Cyber beers, what's up?
Okay, so I do have a problem with this. I'm drinking it after the Berliner Weiss. I should have had a palate cleanser.
Hold on.
You did. You had some of the screwball. You screwball to screwball.
I did.
Take a drink of cucumber. I'm going to drink an upside down labeled Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 6-pack short fills and screw ups.
Actually.
Pretty solid, right?
Not bad. Need some ranch. Yeah.
High gaze. All right, cyber beers. Greetings from Spain.
Oh, maybe.
Wait, are you on lockdown, bro?
His English isn't real good.
We're all on lockdown. Let's be real. The whole world.
I don't have
except China. China's like opening up theaters again.
Well, it's because everyone already has it at this point. So who they got to pass it to?
Yeah. Good for China. They did a good job. And did you see?
Cory's got comments. I love watching Cory's face. All right. Anyway, back to the beer.
Did you see what South Korea's doing? Like, I want their testing facilities and all that shit.
The drive-through.
Yeah, the
They
ones
have a
with the
drive-thru
little,
in New York.
the ones with like the phone booths that they got the arms and the gloves that they could put through the glass.
That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Spain guy says, I drink a American stout. Yes, from Madrid.
We're gonna drink 2 American stouts tonight.
We are.
So,
All right, back to this beer, though. So,
Okay, sorry.
the bourbon barrel-aged black ale, 666 by Sun King.
It seemed to help.
I figured it would.
Yeah.
I gave you my last of the cucumber cold, so.
Wow. Pulling the slow
You know what? You can actually go online and order that, and they'll deliver it to you through a delivery bot.
They will.
Yeah.
Through a delivery box.
What am I going to do? Have it delivered to Books and Brews?
Yeah.
That'd be funny as hell. Where do you
Does
want...
Jason sign off on this?
What? The show?
Yeah.
No.
No.
This is actually the most we've ever plugged Books and Brews or talked about Books and Brews.
Yeah.
It's actually like my one rule is we don't talk about Books and Brews on the show.
Yeah, here we are saying it 5 times less.
Books and Brews.
Seconds.
Books and Brews.
I almost wore my Books and Brews Fight Club shirt.
Nice.
But I was like, oh, I'm not sure we're allowed to do that, so just threw on my...
Anyway, back to beer.
I don't know.
No, there's nothing on that. I was just...
We were just that was awkward. Yeah. That's good.
Who is that?
This show is... Jordan, it's our franchise owner at Noblesville. She's asking me how we're holding up, and because they're going to be opening back up hopefully Monday. They temporarily closed. They're opening back up Monday for to-go stuff, so she was just asking questions.
My birthday's Friday.
I'm working.
Happy birthday, John!
Yeah.
I'll say
Happy
Friday, not Monday.
birthday
No,
to
so my birthday's Friday.
No, okay, we're not doing it.
I'd like to go out.
You can come
Maybe
over
I'll
to my
maybe I'll
place.
fly down to Texas. Maybe I'll do that.
They're not locked down yet.
I don't know if they are or not, but
They're not.
I
It's
can
like
fly.
6 states. and
because
they're
it's
not one of them.
Texas. What?
Texas isn't locked.
They're gonna just
How
shoot
do
the coronavirus.
Yeah, how do you lock down Texas? You tell them they can't go in a bar, you're gonna get shot.
Okay, so I
For
was
every
already.
coronavirus test in Texas, they also give you a 12-gauge shotgun.
No, it's a revolver.
Oh.
I was already 40% going to buy this ticket so I could get that beer. Now
Okay,
knowing
but
that they're not locked down and I can actually go out, we're up to a solid 75% now. This week.
Okay.
Fuck you,
John,
Brett.
I do that with you, but I have to come back Saturday night to go to work.
Well, I'm
Friday
going
night.
down for it's going to be an epic 24 hours.
Let's go down Friday morning and then come back Friday night so I can go to work Saturday morning.
Back to the beer.
That's a possibility. That is a possibility.
All right, John, you go first.
Okay. Definitely get the barrel aging. Little boozy, but still smooth.
I didn't say what the ABV was, did I?
It's a lot. I can taste
Is
it.
it even on this one?
Malty. I don't get a lot of. I think it's a Belgian black ale.
Yep.
So you don't necessarily get like cocoa or a lot of the sweet stuff that you would get from a Russian Imperial.
Well, I was kind of getting some sweet.
There's a little bit.
I
but it's
like
not
how you say that,
necessarily-
and Corey's like, hold the fuck up.
It's not like, but it's not like brown sugar or maybe it is for you. I don't know, but I don't get that.
You also have a weird palate,
Yeah, a
John.
little bit.
It's 11% ABV, by the way. It's a
Maybe a little bit of a frosting sort of sweetness.
I think it tastes like chocolate, bourbon, and rubbing alcohol.
So a
The
little bit
best,
boozy.
the best parts of rubbing alcohol.
the coronavirus killing.
All right. I mean, that's fair.
Sorry, I'm getting a shameless plug in.
Starbucks?
No,
Bomber
it's Bomber Bucks. This is the koozie, one of many that John and I have, from my bomber jacket. Look him up online. He has some of the coolest shit and some of the new ones they came out with.
Yeah.
Dude, one looks like hand sanitizer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I want to get it. But anyway, one of our franchise owners for Books and Brews just got a hold of me and said she thinks we need an owner / GM / ops person get drunk night when this is all over. basically the holy fuck we survived.
I want to make sure I get this right, but I saw a meme today that made me literally laugh out loud.
While he's looking at it, this beer, lot of barrel. It's very barrel forward.
That's that rubbing alcohol. The best parts of it he's talking about.
It's a good beer. I actually am a huge fan of it because it is more of a Belgian style, which are typically that sweeter yeast flavors. I think that's one of the reasons the barrel's coming through so much is because there isn't any background flavors to balance. So I'm a huge bourbon guy anyways, and I like barrel-aged beers. So this barrel forward I enjoy it a lot. It's not overly viscous. Very minimal.
Viscous.
Very minimal viscosity. So you're not getting that oiliness. It is just a good, solid...
I'll just say, from a body standpoint, it's just thick enough.
Yeah. He likes that
Just
thick.
thick enough.
It
He
doesn't
likes that
squat.
thick.
It doesn't squat, but it doesn't do its powerlifting.
Right.
He likes that thick.
Okay. So, when this is all over, we are throwing the biggest St. Patrick's, Easter, de Mayo of July party anyone's ever seen.
Yes.
Can you imagine if this all ends by like 2 days before the 4th of July, everything opens back up? Can you imagine the bars?
It's not going to go that long.
But can you imagine if it did? The bars?
I can't.
The bars would be
won't.
insane.
I won't.
Sorry,
This whole thing is fucking ridiculous. People with comorbidities need to be careful.
All right, we're not getting into political rants.
No.
Other rants, not politics.
People with comorbidities, yes, 100%. Yeah. I'm with you.
I have just recently started liking this kind of beer. My palate's maturing.
Good for you. It's the only thing.
That's fair. I feel like you were trying to shit on my parade, but it's still good.
I don't want to mature. I don't want to grow up.
I still want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Fucking nerds.
Yes.
R.I.P. Toys R Us.
Rip Toys R Us.
How long has Toys R Us been out of business?
Year and a half?
More than that.
2 years. 2 years.
I don't know. You're just going a little bit longer than me
No.
because he said more than that.
He's doing Price is Right rules.
Right?
No, I just said 1 day.
99 cents. $1.
$1.
Continue talking about the beer. I'm looking this shit up.
Oh. I think Cory nailed it. I mean, you do a little bit of that chocolatey in there. Yeah.
It looks like a.
I'm not that far off.
Okay, a year and 3/4.
Technically, you're right because you were the
Price
closest
Right rules
without
is
going
over.
Yeah, you're closest without
Price is
going over.
Right rules.
Wow. Yeah.
Toys R Us is us closed, so you can't. Giraffe is dead. Later, Russell. Oh, by the way.
yeah.
Oh, shit. What time is it?
It's getting close.
All right. So, since Russell's leaving, real quick shout out to our boy at Turfs Up Radio. His name is Russell Owens. Russell Hecubus Owens.
Yeah.
He does the show on Turfs Up Radio called The Nightcap. It starts at 8 from 8 to 10 Eastern. It is a great show. John and I are actually on it every Thursday night for about a half hour to an hour-ish.
And it's really easy to tune in. Literally, all you have to do is on your web browser, go to Turfs Up Radio. It'll load the site, and it'll start playing the radio station.
My favorite way to do it is I downloaded their Turfs Up app. And legitimately, their Turfs Up Radio app, the only thing the app's really for is the show. So you pull it up, hit play, and it goes. And unlike YouTube, like old school YouTube, it'll play in the background. So if you have other shit to do, you can play and you'll still hear it. Gothops.blog, what's up? But yeah, follow Turfs Up Radio.
We contribute Beer of the Night information every night, and every Thursday we're a guest.
Every night at 10 o'clock, he'll announce the Two Beerded Guys brew of the day. And then, Thursdays, we're on there for about a half hour chit-chatting with Russell. So
we're going to give you a little bit of beer knowledge. We're going to shoot some shit.
Hey, guys. My mom's watching.
Oh, how long have you been watching, Mom?
She just joined.
How long have you been watching? If you go back and watch on YouTube, there's a great Gam Gam story.
That's Dad's mom.
Oh, okay.
That's Dad's mom.
All right.
Mom agrees. We're good.
All right, good. You should still go watch it. It's pretty good.
Not much. Got hops. What about you, brother?
What are you drinking?
Yeah, Mom, are you drinking anything?
Yeah, all of you. What are you drinking?
I'm more curious if Mom is than anything. Hecuba says thanks for the shout out. Pure awesomeness. Much love.
You're awesome, brother. Appreciate you.
Got Hop says hi, Mary. I don't
So
know who the fuck
Tyler, when
Mary
was the
is.
last time you saw a booty hole?
Oh, Aaron, are you watching?
This is getting worse. Yes, Aaron's watching it. Yes, my mom's watching. The two of you behave.
But really,
Glossing right over that.
you're
yes.
not gonna answer.
No. Anyway, we haven't ranked this beer yet.
You have a dog.
Tyler, what's
You have a
the
dog.
gayest-
You could totally.
What's the gayest thing you've ever done?
I really want to know this.
Anyway.
Wow, that bad.
No.
I
Dang.
promised I wouldn't tell about you and me. But anyway, what are we ranking this beer?
I'm gonna go 3.75.
Cory?
I'm going to go 3.5.
3.5.
Okay. So 3.5 average.
Yep. It's a solid beer. I wouldn't necessarily seek it out. I think the first time I had it, if I remember right, on my own Untapped, I definitely rated it higher.
I like barrel aged stuff, but if I'm going barrel aged and especially going to spend the money on a barrel age, I'm going a stout.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good, but just not seek it out good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if this were like an option, I'd take it, but I don't know that I would go somewhere just to have it.
The next two, as we come back for hour two, are going to be Imperial Stouts.
I'm very excited about both of them. One we just got in our Tavor, whatever the fuck it's called.
As a tease, this brewery that we're going to have, and it wasn't this beer, it was a different beer, but it is the highest rated, my most favorite beer I've ever drank of all time. So I'm really excited for this.
He's really excited. He's been hoping for a Fremont Brewing beer. We got one, so he's hoping it lives up. I'm hoping it lives up because he's been talking Fremont up for a while. And then we got another beer by Tupps Brewing,
which we loved last week.
Off-screen Matt. Sorry, he's not here.
And you're not watching. God damn it.
But we're going to be trying one of the beers he brought us back from Texas.
We did save you the flavored version of the Imperial Stout for when you're here.
My brother's making fun of us for Mom watching right now.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, guys, we are Two Beerded Guys. We're going to start a second hour here in just a couple minutes. Or after an hour, it shuts off, yada, yada, yada. So we're going to go ahead and preemptively hop off. Take a quick break. This is a great time for you guys to grab another beer.
Yeah.
And then tell us what you're drinking. We love hearing what everybody is drinking. I think Got Hops, is saying he's drinking Compass Rose by Navigation. Or it's a song, or he's just randomly saying Compass Rose by Navigation. I'm really hoping it's a beer because that's an awesome name.
Yeah, that is an awesome name.
That would be a great name for a brewery.
What style is it? Yeah, come watch us for hour two. Let us know what style that is. And we'll see if we can't get our hands on it, too.
But anyway, as always, I am Books and Brews _Ops Guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
And we are Two Beerded Guys. Thank you for watching. You got to shut it off this time there, John.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to reach over here.
Mom's drinking Coors